man performs squats under a hydraulic press weighing tens of thousands of tons every day. He lifts nearly 1,000 tons of steel to train his entire body. He enhances his cardio strength 10,000 meters under the sea. He pours molten slag at 2,000 degrees over his body to build resilience. He consumes hundreds of chemical compounds to alter his cell structure. Ultimately, he forged an almost invincible body. He is Horse, one of the 12 Zodiac warriors. Just how formidable is Horse's defense? When facing Ox, the strongest combatant, Rooster was instantly killed in one clash. But Horse fought Ox for hundreds of rounds. Not only did his defense remain impenetrable, he even managed to retreat unharmed mid-battle. Even Ox couldn't help but offer his praise. This is the first time I faced someone who could fight me for so long. The sturdy defense you possess. Is that your unique ability as a combatant? Horse smashed through a wall and ran away. Although he only suffered minor injuries, Ox is known as a genius who never leaves survivors. With such a fearsome reputation, Horse was still deeply terrified. In the Zodiac War, everyone ingested a poison stone. The victor must emerge within 12 hours, or the poison will kill them. To ensure victory, Horse decided to find a place to hide first. Soon, he discovered the perfect spot. A safe and secure secret vault. Horse barricaded himself with all the safes. He cautiously curled up in the corner. He couldn't help but recall his past. During a mission many years ago, Horse and his team were ambushed. Enemies attacked from all directions. In an instant, he was the only one left standing. Thankfully, his strength was exceptional. Horse defeated a large number of enemies, but when facing a massive man, all his combat techniques were useless. He was utterly overpowered by brute strength. In the end, a powerful strike knocked Horse off a cliff. After that incident, he realized, as long as he became strong enough, all techniques would be meaningless. Thus began Horse's journey to power. Day after day, year after year, he finally became who he is today. Feeling the poison coursing through his body, Horse became increasingly anxious in the vault. Although he had consumed countless potions before, and his body had developed some immunity, he was still afraid of being poisoned to death. As his mind spiraled with wild thoughts, someone suddenly appeared beside him. It was Rat, also hiding to avoid danger. Horse was dumbfounded when he saw him. When did Rat sneak in? He hadn't noticed at all. Rat, playing with his phone, casually remarked that he was merely seeking emergency refuge. He explained that Snake had been relentlessly pursuing him. Now Monkey had also been killed by another warrior. The peace plan was meaningless now. Hearing this, Horse panicked even more. Monkey's strength was widely recognized, yet she still fell to someone else. Before Horse could calm himself, Rat suddenly made another cryptic remark. If everyone, like you, entered a state of defense, the world would come to a standstill. It's because of youth and recklessness that the world keeps changing. Anything stagnant and unchanging is no different from a destroyed world. The way you are now is no different from being dead. Already dead? Horse couldn't understand what he meant. Rat then inquired about Sheep's whereabouts. Horse replied that he had no idea. As time slowly passed, Rat picked up his game console and left. But before leaving, he warned Horse. Snake could find this place at any moment. And when that happens, another battle will break out. The vast vault became eerily quiet. Horse's heart was pounding in his chest. His mind was plagued by countless questions. How did Rat get in here? What did he mean by already dead? Would someone else find him next? As his thoughts became more chaotic, the air temperature suddenly rose. Soon, the smell of burning filled the air. The vault was on fire. What's burning? It's Snake, breathing fire. Even with a body like this, still unable to retain the oxygen in his lungs, he is the most underestimated contestant among the 12 Zodiacs. Although short and seemingly aged with white hair, he possesses a top-notch mind and strategy. He won the 9th Zodiac War Championship. He mastered the art of bombs to perfection. Single-handedly, during the 9th competition, he detonated bombs and dominated the arena to claim victory. Even in this current competition, he almost wiped out everyone with a similar strategy. Unfortunately, he was caught by the monkey at the critical moment. He is the GOAT among the 12 Zodiacs. The GOAT used to be an arms dealer. He made a living trading on battlefields. Having grown up in a war-torn environment, he is resourceful and extremely cautious. When facing pirates forcing unfair deals, the goat would detonate pre-planned bombs, ensuring his safety first. He would then turn around and sell the pirates to the local government. This way, his business never lost profits. Thanks to his cautious style, the goat's business always thrived. In addition, his combat skills are exceptional. On countless battlefields strewn with corpses, he achieved victory time and again. When surrounded by enemies in desperate situations, he managed to escape safely and profit from it. As his reputation grew, one day, he caught the eye of a business partner. Soon, he married into the Qian family. From then on, he led a different life. In the 9th Zodiac War, the goat participated as a contestant. Using his wisdom and strategies, he successfully won the championship with bombs. Afterward, when granted one wish, the goat chose to stay by his granddaughter's side, devoting himself to a happy life. However, as his granddaughter grew older, the goat's destiny took another turn. During a casual game with her, she teased him about being old and incapable. To prove his ability, the goat decided to join the Zodiac War once again. This time, it was the current Zodiac competition. Before the competition started, everyone had to swallow poison stones. The goat anticipated the referee's intentions in advance. Recently, he has caught the attention of the ox. Thus, he created many false scenarios to confuse the ox. He had also pre-planted a large number of bombs. Regarding the strength of the 12 zodiacs, he had already ranked them in advance. Among them, the monkey, ox, and rabbit were the strongest. Facing them head-on would surely result in instant defeat. The only way to win was to make these three fight each other. Only then would the goat have a chance to win the competition. The fourth, the pig, was the previous champion. The fifth and sixth were the horse and dog. Both had certain advantages on the battlefield. The seventh and eighth were the dragon and snake. As twins fighting together, their strength was considerable. The ninth, the rooster, had unknown abilities. The goat placed himself at 10th. As for the 11th and 12th, they were the rat and tiger, respectively. The rat appeared weak and sickly, while the tiger barely qualified as a weakling. After analyzing the strength of all contestants, the goat devised a foolproof plan. First, he would take out the rat and tiger. Then, he would fabricate a fake ability to extract poison stones. Negotiate and collaborate with the powerful ox. Once the other zodiacs were eliminated, he would unleash his ultimate weapon, a grenade he had meticulously crafted over the years. It would catch the ox off guard. With his plan ready, the goat set out. Coincidentally, he soon encountered the tiger. The tiger was slumped on a chair, reeking of alcohol, seeming nothing more than a drunkard. The only surprise for the goat was that despite no movement or sound, the tiger somehow detected his presence. To quickly eliminate the opponent, the goat immediately declared war on the tiger. The warrior of the goat, deception kill. The warrior of the tiger, drunken fury. Drunken fury? The goat was instantly killed by the tiger. Despite being cautious his entire life, he failed to accurately assess the tiger's strength. In reality, the tiger's power far surpassed his own. Theirs was the most invincible duo among the zodiacs. They possessed extraordinary abilities to soar through the skies and dive into the earth. One wielded an ice gun and could fly freely, while the other wielded a fire gun and excelled in sensing the ground. Moreover, their compatibility was unparalleled. Together, they had no enemy they couldn't defeat. But unfortunately, they were split up by the rabbit as soon as they appeared. This caused the once powerful brothers to ultimately become pitiful pawns. They are the Judgment Brothers, Dragon and Snake. In every previous Zodiac War, Dragon and Snake always fought as a team. The power behind them was the Jishin family, which controlled both the Dragon and Snake clans. Before each war, the family would nominate contestants. Dragon and Snake were the best choices for this round. In their daily lives, their greatest passion was wealth. As long as they could earn money, nothing else mattered. Whether hired or through theft, the two often secretly competed to see who could end up with the most valuable item. Elder brother Dragon was the strategist of the duo, while younger brother Snake fought on the front lines. With unique abilities and flawless coordination, they completed mission after mission. But good times didn't last. The brothers entered this Zodiac War with a confident attitude, determined to win. However, in an empty hall, they unexpectedly encountered the rabbit. who approached them with a friendly demeanor. The rabbit claimed he just wanted to make friends, and even offered them 2 glasses of juice. Seeing the rabbit's naive appearance, brothers thought he was out of his mind. As Dragon considered whether to fight, Snake suddenly sensed something unusual on the ground. Someone was acting in secret. But in that brief moment of distraction, Snake was killed by the rabbit. Brother. With Snake dead, only Dragon remained. He wanted to avenge his brother on the spot. But soon, other contestants entered the hall. Helpless, Dragon had to temporarily abandon the thought of revenge. For the rest of the Zodiac War, he no longer held any hope. The only motivation to keep going was revenge. He vaguely remembered years ago, the two had nearly been imprisoned for a deal. A private hospital was recruiting homeless children, conducting drug tests under the guise of a welfare institution, and secretly trafficking humans. One day, their deeds were exposed by gangsters. Gang leader began demanding hush money. Under constant threats, the hospital sought help from Dragon. Meanwhile, the gang approached Snake. When the two sides finally met, they realized they had been played for fools. Dragon and Snake teamed up and wiped out everyone. Ultimately, they became the true victors of the deal. However, during the fight, they burned down a building, causing collateral damage to innocent people. As a result, the company sued them. When it was Dragon's turn to defend himself, the Jishin family presented a complete dossier. The documents revealed by the Jishin family showed that they were not ordinary murderers. Sometimes, they stole national wealth and distributed it to impoverished citizens. The result often turned into chaotic infighting. At other times, they looted cash from underground venues and personally delivered it to orphanages. Yet, the orphanage director embezzled the funds, and the truth was buried. Aside from that, during this mission, they also helped blind children. In reality, they had always acted righteously, but ultimately, they could not escape human nature. With the family provided evidence, the two walked out of court unscathed. Back in the Zodiac War, when the goat was instantly killed by the tiger, Dragon finally saw his chance for revenge. The tiger encountered the puppet Snake on the street. Using his incredibly fast attack speed, he instantly severed one of Snake's arms. He even drank the fuel from Snake's back. Soon after, the ox also appeared. He similarly cut off Snake's other arm. Just as the two prepared to fight to the death, something unexpected happened. The severed arms suddenly flew back. They wrapped tightly around their necks. It turned out the rabbit's control over bodies was exceptional, allowing him to maximize each part's potential. At that moment, high in the sky, a smile unconsciously appeared on Dragon's face. This was undoubtedly the best opportunity to strike. But as he dived from the sky, a head suddenly flew towards him. It was his brother Snake's head. Before Dragon could react, a crisis was approaching. The Warrior of the Rabbit, Anomaly Slayer U City. You seem unaware, don't you? Rabbits have the ability to leap straight to the moon. Dragon was sliced in half by the rabbit in one strike. He never expected his opponent to be so terrifying.